And to provide more analysis, joining us from Jericho is Dr. Abdel Nasser Makki, political science professor. Welcome to Qnews, sir. And it's a pleasure to have you with us on a historic day, Dr. Makki. How will the exclusion of high-profile, long-serving detainees from the prisoner exchange impact the legitimacy of future inter-Palestinian political dialogue and reconciliation efforts?
Good evening to you and also to all. I think for this matter, I don't think so that the Palestinians themselves have, that the ability in order to release the more detainees or prisoners from the Israeli jails. And this is in the hand of the Israeli. They try, to release much more of the, of the Palestinian prisoners, but as they, in the end, they could, release 2,000, and this is what they did now. So I think it will not affect on the legitimacy of the Palestinians themselves. This is what they did, and this is what happened.
Sir, considering Gaza's total devastation, what immediate, verifiable mechanisms must the Sharm el-Sheikh enforce to ensure sustained, unconditional aid delivery that transcends the current truce limitations?
I think for the as what now the submit on the Sharm el-Sheikh today, I think there will be like a conference in Egypt next November, and this conference will discuss that how they could provide the assistance to the Palestinians from all aspects in Gaza, especially now, as you know, about 95% from Gaza have been destroyed, and this is mean that all the mechanism of the life, solid waste, sewage, schools, universities, hospitals need to be, reconciliation and need to be, that assistance. So that means they should be like a big conference, which will be maybe held next month in Egypt to discuss all these things, because the people now, they are sleeping on the streets and they didn't have any, that's home for them. And I think needs now, what they need is millions of things. They need also all the foods, they need medical equipment, they need heavy equipment. So all these things, I think they will not be able until there will be like a big conference like today, which will be, that participated by all the countries, Arab countries, Islamic countries, and European and United States of America.
Yes, sir, and it's also worth to mention that President Abdel Nasser Makki asked and invited President Donald Trump to attend this summit you're discussing, which is the Reconstruction Summit that will take place supposedly next month, and President Trump promised to be around. Given the catastrophic destruction, what genuine Palestinian consensus is emerging within Gaza regarding the post-war governance, sir?
I think now what we need for the governance in Gaza, as you know now, as Hamas said that they will not participate on the government maybe after the war today, as you know, it's end. So what there will be like Trump said that there will be like they will be for the peace institution. He will be at the head. There will be like technocrats from the Palestinian and from some Arab countries, and also there will be international, forces. But for the matter of the Palestinian in the future, for the governance, I think the Palestinian National Authority, they announced that they will make some reconciliation on some systems, and also they will try, like President Abbas said, that they will call for election for the presidential and for the legislative council. That means there will be election, but this will be after, the construction of Gaza.
Does President Trump's declaration that the long and painful nightmare is finally over truly reflect the security reality on the ground for civilians in the West Bank and Gaza?
I think President Trump, he gives now the hope for even the people in Gaza. What President Trump today announced even in the Knesset and also in Sharm el-Sheikh, what he said, this is the most important statement from him, that the war is end. And that means there will not be any more, the Israeli will not come back and attack Gaza after the releasing of the hostages. And that means the people now feel like some secure, and now what they want is to start receiving the assistance, and they want to live with hope and peace. This is, I think, what the people in Gaza, and they were confident with the President Trump, and also today with what happened in the Sharm el-Sheikh, especially about 30 presidents from 30 countries. They were on the conference, and I think this will be a collective action from all these people to provide assistance for the Palestinians. But this is depending also on the implementation of the 20 articles from Trump proposal, and that means there will be some discussion and negotiation. But I think this is the challenge for the coming days.